Hello, my friends. It is good to be with you again. In this video, I am going to first and foremost talk about how your schedule has changed, and then specifically talk about how the lecture portion of the course has changed. In a separate video, I will specifically discuss the lab. So let's get started. I'm in Blackboard. Let's go over to the main menu, and I want to pull up our syllabus. So if you go to course information, I have updated our syllabus. So my office hours have changed. I'm going to have online office hours, and I will show you how to access that in a moment. They will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9:30 to 10:30. Basically, they're an hour before lecture. You can click this link to access them, or I'll show you in Blackboard where you can access them as well. And as with my office hours when they were face-to-face, if you can't make it to my office hours during these hours, we can make appointments outside of office hours. We will still have lecture Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 11:30 to 12:20. However, it will be online, so there will be a link that you can that you'll access to get into the online classroom, and I'll be teaching and presenting the material live just like I did if we were face-to-face. So nothing about that has changed. The only difference is it'll be online rather than face-to-face. So I'll be presenting the material in real time. You'll be able to ask questions in real time. There's a chat feature. This is as close to face-to-face as you can get without being face-to-face. I'll be teaching from 11:30 to 12:20, and then there'll be 10 minutes for questions. In a moment, I'll show you where to access that. So I'm not going to talk about lab right now. I'll talk about that in a separate video. However, I do want to talk about our schedule. So because they extended spring break for a week, I'm basically pushing everything back by a week. So we will end week 17 rather than week 16. Now, if you have made plans that cannot be changed based on finishing the class in 16 weeks rather than 17 weeks, do not worry. You can take the final exam early. I will accommodate that with no problem. So spring break ends the 27th, and then Monday, March 30th, we'll jump back into lecture. And it's on the muscular system, so you will want to have read chapter 6 up to contraction of a skeletal muscle as a whole by Monday. Okay. As always, I have listed what we're going to cover in lecture, followed by in italics what we're going to cover in lab. All right, so nothing has changed about this except I'll be lecturing online in real time rather than face-to-face in real time. And everything's been pushed back a week. All right. Another difference is the following. Because the exams are going to be online, I can that frees up a day of lecture. So in other words, typically when you have an exam, we don't have an exam and lecture. So that is going to be a little bit different. We will have lecture Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of every week, even if we have an exam. The exams are going to be on Blackboard, online, basically in the same format that you have your online quizzes. Your exams will always open on Thursday at 8 a.m. and they will close on Friday at midnight. So you'll have 48 hours at least to take an exam in that time frame. But you will come to class or log into class every week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, even if you have an exam. Because everything's been pushed back, your final exam will be week 17. It will open Wednesday, March 20th and close Friday. I'm sorry, it will open Wednesday, May 20th, and it will close Friday, May 22nd. Now, this opens a day earlier. I give you 3 days to complete the final exam, whereas the other exams will be 2 days. Okay. Now, again, if you've made plans that can't be altered, where you had planned to be elsewhere, week 17, I can give you the exam early. I don't want anyone to worry about that. Also, because you have these deadlines that are going to be all online, if you haven't signed up for remind.com and you're not getting text message reminders, you're going to definitely want to do that. Now I want to show you where you will go to enter the online lecture room. So again, I'm at the I'm at the main menu. If you notice, 1, 2, 3 is the online. It says lecture in parentheses online. Click there. Then you'll open a new session. And then you'll put in your name. I just put in Chuck Benton, and then you'll join session. So I'm pretending to be a student. I'm also logged in on another computer as the moderator, as I will be, right? And so here I am the instructor, right? So you'll be able to see me, and then I will share my screen and share my PowerPoints, and I'll be going through the PowerPoints, right? So our first lecture is going to be next Monday. That's March 30th, I believe. Yes, March 30th. However, this Friday, which is March 27th, I'm going to hold a sort of a question and answer session. So even though we don't technically have class this week, if you want to sort of get a feel for the online classroom and sort of kick the tires, ask me questions, make sure you know how to access the online classroom, just basically make sure everything is set for the first day back after spring break, this will be a great opportunity. So I encourage everyone to log in at least for a few minutes to the online classroom, check it out, ask me questions, etc. This Friday, that's March 27th, at our normal lecture time, which is 11:30 a.m. Okay, I'm going to get out of this and go back to the main menu or the announcement page of Blackboard. I also want to show you where you'll access the online office hours. So I'm going to be hosting office hours 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And if you want to see me for office hours, you'll just click onto this button, go through the same process you just went through to get to the online lecture. And if you want to meet at a different time, you just let me know, right? And this is also where you'll access online lecture. The online office hours at other times. Okay, I believe that is all I have for the moment. Again, in preparation for our first day back, which was Monday, March 30th, please read Chapter 6 up to contraction of skeletal muscles as a whole on page 191. I look forward to engaging with you on Monday. Bye.